Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to look at Corcovado by Carlos Jobim. This is a beautiful bossa nova arrangement in which I incorporate both the bossa nova chords with some melody. So I hope you enjoy this first part of Corcovado arrangement. Okay, so it's an intermediate level arrangement, and so you're going to have to use an element of thumb and fingers and try and work that melody into this bossa nova. So we're going to start with E9, which is part of the dominant family, and you can look at my previous video on chord families to understand some of this chord talk. So it's part of the dominant family, and the rhythm, we start with the bass, and then the bass is going to continue on beats 1 and 3 throughout. So we're going to keep that as kind of the stability. Okay, so we're going to go. So there's a kind of syncopation there. You can add to this rhythm, you should add to this rhythm and just play with it a little bit. So while we're keeping that bass steady on 1 and 3, you can also, you can play with it. But for the sake of this tutorial, we're going to stick to this this basic rhythm. Okay, so first chord E9, and you can see that I'm playing this melody by shifting my second finger up and down from F sharp to E. The other two fingers stay down. Okay, the second chord is a B flat diminished, right? The diminished family. So the melody continues. It's really exactly the same, but we have a different chord underneath. Okay, so again, if you want to play with it, I've left some room there at the end of that melody note that you can fill it in. Okay, now we're going to shift positions to the 5th position and play on the 5th fret our A minor 7, which we would normally play that with a bar chord like that, but I've just simply fingers 2, 3, and 4 on 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings. Okay, and then we have a shift of chord the next bar. Okay, so we're going to go lifting the 4th finger so that we can play the D. So the changing chord, we go from A minor 7 to a D7, but still keeping the A bass. Okay, and now I've decided to play the G, so we're sort of keeping the melody on the 2nd string. And then to keep that A minor 7 going, we're going to bar it on the 5th. All right, so. Okay, and then we go to our G major 7 chord, which is a bit of a stretch here. Normally we would play our G major 7 here, but again I'm keeping the melody on the 2nd string. And then open strings, and then we continue that G major 7 chord in this position, which is sort of part of that kind of G major 7 chord. So we're going to go. Alright, so those 2 bars are all G major 7. Alright, quick recap of the chords. E9, B flat diminished, A minor, D7 with A bass, and then on the next video we're going to go into the second bit. I would definitely be practicing the chords separately, and then when you comfortable with those chord shifts, then I would start to incorporate that top melody, which is quite simple, and the rhythm is very consistent and fairly straightforward. So this arrangement sort of aims at getting you over the line in terms of getting the bossa nova happening, the melody happening, and then combining the two. And then, as with most bossa novas, you would kind of then start putting your own feel and your own embellishments, your own extra rhythms, your own syncopation. Some final thoughts. I always try and think about the melody, try and sing the melody in my head, or imagine that I'm accompanying a singer. And it doesn't need to be fast, because bossa novas are really generally quite slow. When we get into choro and samba, Brazilian styles, that they can definitely get faster. Bossa novas don't necessarily have to be fast, and they've kind of got a cool, relaxed feel. So there it is, the first part of Corcovado. I hope you enjoyed this arrangement. I haven't done a bossa nova arrangement for a while. Some of you have been asking for them, so if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you'd like more bossa nova arrangements, let me know. And thanks for your support, and I'll see you next video. Thanks a lot, guys.